Welcome, everybody. I'm Spudman Magazine editor Zeke Jennings, and we're coming to you today to honor some potato industry superstars, the 2021 Dream Team Awards recipients. Our team includes 6 people who represent various facets of the potato industry, including the areas like research, field management, and logistics, among others. New this year is the Rookie of the Year portion of the team, which goes to someone who's taking on a bigger role within their industry. The members of this year's team is an outstanding group. This is our second Dream Team. Last year was the inaugural one. So this is our second one. And Jimmy Ridgway with Yara had a great idea to add the Rookie of the Year, which kind of gives a newcomer a chance to shine. This year's team is Beau Hartline, farm manager at Alstom Farms and Produce in Wisconsin. Chad Hutchinson, Trical Group, Global Director of Potato Research and Market Support. Sastry Janenti, Colorado State Professor and Extension Specialist. David Johnson, Production Coordinator at Patandon Produce in Idaho. Grant Morris, a partner at Schneider Farms in the Columbia Basin in Washington. And our Rookie of the Year this year is Guthrie Laurie, a farm manager at one of Walter Farms locations in the Thumb area of Michigan. Joining me today to help honor our Dream Teamers is a good friend of Spudman. As I mentioned him earlier already, Mr. Jimmy Ridgway of Yara, North America. Yara has been a really good friend of Spudman and its awards program as our sponsor, as they are again this year. Jimmy, welcome.
Yeah, thanks, Zeke. Yeah, Yara's been collaborating with Spudman Magazine, I think now for about 5 years, sponsoring the first Emerging Leader Awards, and then now the Dream Team Award and the Rookie of the Year Awards. You know, Yara is the oldest crop nutrition company in the world, starting in 1905, and we're a company based in innovation, and so it fits right in having an award that celebrates folks like we have in the Dream Team and on the Rookie of the Year. Our core values at Yara are collaboration, ambition, curiosity, and accountability. And by all respects, each one of these guys represents these core values. And that's why Yara is so happy to sponsor this award every year. And I'm just going to take a couple minutes and go through each of our award recipients and a little bit, just a snippet about them. And then we'll pass it back on to you, Zeke. Is that okay?
Sounds great, Jimmy. Thanks for being here.
Great. You bet. We have Beau Hartline, and like you said, he's a field manager at Alstom Farms. And one of the things that was mentioned about Beau is his standout characteristic of his savvy ability of making right technology and technology decisions for any situation. And that's a real talent. It's a talent, quite frankly, that I don't have. And I envy anybody that can reach out and grab a hold of technology and have the imagination to put it to good use. Chad Hutchinson is the Global Director of Potato Research at Trical Group. And research, again, one of our core values at Yara is curiosity. And that is exactly what research is all about. What if, you know? And so he's looking at crop health, crop nutrition, disease suppression, and those things all go hand in hand. Again, it's one thing to do research, but it's another thing to share it and make sure that everybody understands what you're up to. And so I really welcome Chad Hutchinson to the group. I met Sastry Janenti for the first time at the last week of October there in the San Luis Valley. You remember that, Sastry? I really was impressed by his ability and his wanting to go out and help the growers. And maximizing potato storage is such a huge thing in our industry, and just making sure that the crop that we grow and that we harvest is the crop that we can end up selling. David Johnson is involved with the logistics with Patandon. And again, we've grown a crop, we've stored a crop, now we need to get it to the consumer's hands. And that in itself brings a whole new group of challenges. And what I liked about the comment from Larissa Dawson at HZPC said, David is direct when he needs to be direct and hilarious when the situation allows. And that makes it for a great communicator. Grant Morris is a leader in his own home state of Washington on the Washington Potato Commission. As a partner at Schneider Farms, he's been called one of the most premier growers in the Columbia Basin. And that is no small potatoes, I should say. Being a top grower in such a great potato growing state as Washington is great accolades. And then finally, not lastly, but finally, our Rookie of the Year goes to Guthrie Laurie. And the Rookie of the Year is really almost like an offshoot of the original Emerging Leader Award. These are young people in the potato industry, and we really look towards them as being the leaders for the future. And with Guthrie going to the Potato Industry Leadership Institute, he was voted as a standout member of the group by his peers. Again, a great feat, and we welcome him to the team, and we expect great leadership out of him in the future. So it's up to you now, Zeke.
Thanks so much, Jimmy. I appreciate your thoughts, and once again, we really appreciate your support of helping us support the standout people in the industry. So let's just go around the call and meet the team this year. We'll start with Beau Hartline at Awesome Farms and Produce. Beau is a field general there, and he's been there about 5 years or so. Isn't that right, Beau?
So I've been working here for 8 years. This is my 8th crop that we put up. So started here in 2013, and I work, as has been mentioned, I work for Awesome Farms in Wisconsin. We farm about 2,700 acres of potatoes in 4 counties in southwest and central part of Wisconsin. And this year we had a couple hundred acres of pumpkins. So,
so what are some of the best parts of working at Awesome in the potato industry for you, Beau?
I think the people, farmers are some of the truest and hardest working people you'll ever meet. And it's just a joy to get to come to work and work with people that you enjoy to work with. So.
Thanks, Beau. I appreciate it. Let's go to Chad Hutchinson now of Tri-Cal Group. Chad is a very visible member of the industry because he is so involved in research. And the great thing about him is that he's so eager to share that research and help others. Chad, welcome to the Dream Team. Could you talk a little bit about what you do at Tri-Cal and a little bit about your background?
Sure, Zeke. Thanks for this honor. I really appreciate this. This is a lot of fun. At the Tri-Cal Group, I coordinate both domestic and international research. This entails developing research with our sales team around the world to answer some of the problems facing growers with diseases, soil-borne diseases. I also work with our marketing team to bring those research results back to our internal group through education programs and through outreach to the larger community. So that takes up most of my time.
And you've been one of the industry leaders on chlorpicrin research. What are some of your recent findings on that?
Yeah. So the Tri-Cal Group markets a product called Strike, which the active ingredient is chlorpicrin. And what we're finding is that material has been around for a long time, 60, 70 years in use, more recently in potato production, but it's really good at suppressing soil-borne disease. But after application, you see this regrowth of beneficial organisms in the soil system. And it's that combination of suppressing disease and this regrowth of beneficials that really support the growth of the potato plant and supports yield increases and quality yield increases. And that's the key part.
Thanks, Chad. Let's move on to Sastry Jayanti in the San Luis Valley in Colorado. He's part of the research center there. He's done extensive work in storage and maintaining volume in storage. And he's also been involved in developing new cultivars. Sastry, could you talk a little bit about your background and what you do in the San Luis Valley? I think you're muted, Sastry.
Sorry for that.
No, that's okay.
Again, it's a great honor. Thank you for this, and also who supported me and wrote the supporting letters for all this. So I am an associate professor and an extension specialist here at San Luis Valley, and I'm associate with the Colorado State University. So my main job is interacting with the growers and finding their issues in keeping the quality in storage. So I get involved with the breeders to evaluate the new cultivars that are coming up in the pipeline, and also some of the nutritional characteristics of those new cultivars so that we can promote those cultivars for better marketing. I've been here for almost 15 years. Enjoyed doing this.
You got any of your eyes on any particular cultivars coming up through the pipeline that we should be aware of?
Yeah, we are. I think the PVY is a huge issue in the valley and everywhere also. So we had a Rocky Mountain Russet recently that is released. So I think it's coming through the pipeline, and we are solving some minor issues. And I think that will really stand really out for PVY resistance.
Thanks, Sastry. And now we'll move on to David Johnson at Patandan Produce in Idaho. David, you're involved in logistics and getting the spuds where they need to go, which sounds like you're a jack of all trades out there. Could you talk a little bit about your position?
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon. So Patandan is the largest marketer of fresh table stock potatoes in the nation. And in Southeast Idaho, we have 7 dedicated packers. And one of my main job is that I work between the sales department here at Patandan and those 7 packers. And I take all of the orders, the russet orders, and I determine which shed is going to pack which orders based on availability at the sheds. And more importantly, which shed can achieve the quality standards set by the customers. I also, each day I report to our sales staff the inventories at each of the sheds to draw attention to specific products that we need to focus on.
Now, Larissa said that you're hilarious when the situation allows. Where does that come from? Is that natural for you? Is that just part of keeping people light and people relaxed?
Yeah, I'm sure everybody knows the potato industry can be a little bit stressful at times. And so I just think it's really important to try to lighten up the mood a little bit and have fun while you're working, as long as you're accomplishing your goals.
Thanks, David. We appreciate all that you do. And we'll move on to Grant Morris out in the Columbia Basin. Grant has become pretty visible as a member of the Washington State Potato Commission, where he works with Chris Voigt and a great group of growers out there. And he's also gotten involved in the National Potato Council. And Mike Hawley of Hawley Farms said that he was one of the premier growers in the Columbia Basin. Grant, could you talk a little bit about your work at Schneider Farms, where you work with Ed Schneider out there?
Thanks. I've been here back out of school for about 15 years now, and we are a process grower here in the basin. We do some rotational crops of peas and sweet corn and grass seed. But really just running the farm here. We're not doing a whole lot of special stuff, just trying to survive like everybody else is right now.
How was your 2020 season? I understand it got a little warm there at the end, but overall, was it pretty good? Can you hear me, Grant?
Yeah, it turned out okay. This spring, I think just the contracts and yeah, sorry, you got me now?
Yep.
Yeah, sorry. The spring started off rough as it did everywhere in the country with loss of contracts and the processing market kind of getting turned on its head. But, that has, it's ended up better than we thought it was going to be. And the crop was was pretty good, I'd say. The quality was good and yields were good. So that helped dig some guys out of the holes they were in.
All right, thanks, Grant. We appreciate it. And our rookie of the year this year, Guthrie, Lori, who is located in the Thumb area at one of Walter Farms locations. As we mentioned, Guthrie was voted outstanding member in the 2020 Potato Industry Leadership Institute. Guthrie, welcome to the team.
Thanks, Zeke. Truly is an honor to be chosen this year, not only as Rookie of the Year, but to be with, congratulations to the other Dream Team members. Yeah, as mentioned, farm manager for Walther Farms. It's kind of funny, I'm a rookie. I've been in the potato industry, I think this is my 13th harvest. So none of those have been the same. That's what I enjoy about potatoes is it's a complex crop and it's always challenging. But my responsibilities at Walther Farms are we grow 1,800 acres of chipping potatoes that are grown late into the following summer and provide potatoes for national and regional chip producers.
Now, as the Rookie of the Year, though, one of the big reasons you were chosen on that is because you participated in the Leadership Institute. You also joined the State Commission in Michigan, I think it was last year, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yep. So where does the motivation for you to get a little bit more involved in that part of agriculture come from?
Well, my grandfather was a president of Michigan Farm Bureau for a while, so I joke and say leadership and sometimes politics are in my blood. But one thing that is truly important for any company industry is to make sure that your story is being told. And if you're not telling that story, somebody is, and they may be telling it inaccurately. So making sure that your voice is heard and your concerns are addressed is what drives me to make sure that attending Peely, for example, or being on the state commission is important.
Guys, thank you so much for being here. You guys all do tremendous things for the industry and your individual operations. We appreciate what you do. We honor you. And Spudman and our sponsor, Yara, thank you. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Zeke.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Everyone.
Thank you.
Thanks. Have a good day.
Thanks, Zeke.